Hey there, Doodle and Daughters. Today's word of the Lord, characteristic attribute of God, is Father. The verse that I'm going to focus on comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 6. It says, "There is one God the Father, by whom all things were created, and for whom we live." I was feeling some kind of way, and I just needed to look to my Father. I needed that loving authority over me, and that's why I decided to focus on this word and this verse. So I start here in pencil like I always do, and I'm trying to get some variation with where I put the verse on the page versus the word. And so that's why you see that in different places. And I always do my outline in pencil first, as you've seen in the last couple days, so that I'm sure that I have the right spacing before I go in with the ink. So I always have to do a lot of erasing, and that's okay. And so I started in with the F, and then I decided that I didn't like the A the way that I drew it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this a different way. So I went back in with my pencil and outlined another layout, and I decided I liked that a lot better. And when you do that erasing, it leaves a little imprint, but not enough to see it through the ink. It's just enough so that you can kind of see where you were, but not enough to leave a mark through the ink. And so that's why I do that. And as you have been seeing, a lot of times I will go back over my original lettering, and I'll just thicken that up a little bit to make it like a bubble letter. Instead of trying to figure out the bubble letters all on your own, I like to do it this way because it just keeps it a little more uniform and makes it look more accurate. And so that's why I chose to do it that way. And I got my pen out, and I'm totally digging the outlining of this. The pen is super fine, as you can hardly see it in here as I'm doing it. And so I did that quickly. And I just want to remind you guys, every time that I record a video like this, all of my writing, all of my lettering is in double time. And so keep that in mind. Don't think that you can do it this fast, because this is all in double time. I don't do it this fast. But I hadn't written the verse in like faux calligraphy yet, so that's why I chose to do that way. And then I'm wanting there to be a lot of color in these boxes. And so I started in with these diagonal lines, and then I thought, man, I could kind of make this look like plaid. Plaid is like a dad shirt, and that was the whole thought process I was going for. And so after I got all the plaid drawn, I went back in with my my thin pen, and I wanted to bold those lines a little bit, especially since the plaid and the word father was all the same. But this word father was important to me because I just needed that loving authority that a good father is to be over my heart on the day that I did this, because have been kind of in some kind of way, some kind of a rut or some kind of a mood where I just need encouragement, and I need to seek that out from the Lord. So I went after his heart as a father, and this is what I got. So 1 Corinthians chapter 8, verse 6, I just loved how it says, "By whom all things were created, and for whom we live." That verse just really spoke to me. And as I was journaling this and doodling this, I just kept thinking about living for him and being created by him. Until next time.